It's actually, I'm just kind of lost for words with the whole situation. This is my fourth year coaching here, and with the boys program being so successful, I know Greg Mauk very well, and I knew that I could use him as a tool to help me guide the young ladies to hopefully a state championship. And it happened a lot earlier than what I had anticipated.
What has he been able to help you with?
If I have issues with formation or, I even called him in between the two games this past weekend saying, okay, they have a girl that does a flip throw. What can we do because there were new rules that were put in place where you can only stand, I believe, 2 yards away and you can't encroach any further. And so I needed to make sure I knew the yardage so I could tell the girls, and he kind of gave me some strategy to help somewhat distract the gal who was doing the flip throw. So it's just, it's just the little things, but I tell you, the little things go a long way.
Okay. Anything you think you can carry over from that semi-state win into the state title match?
Well, after we had won our semi-state championship game, I pulled the girls aside and I said, do we think that was our best game that we've played? And hands down, they said no. If they play like they played against Carroll or played against Penn, they both were 1-0 losses, but they were two top-ranked, huge powerhouse schools in Indiana. And so if they come out with the drive, the passion, and if we can get some of those jitters out, I think that'll allow them to be very successful this Saturday.
What concerns do you have? You're speaking a little bit about them.
I think my biggest concern is the nervousness. I was fortunate to be on 2 state championships for basketball at Bishop Luers, and I know the feeling as an athlete. So I can relate from a player standpoint to what those jitters feel like. I knew that it was going to be pertinent that we get down to IUPUI. We will be going down Thursday. Just the team and the coaching staff, just to be able to let them walk around, have a practice, let them have the feeling of how big it will be. So then we're not walking into it Saturday and they're just in awe. So I really, that was big. I think that once we get down there, they'll calm down.
So. In talking with the girls, they say they don't know anything about Evansville Mater Day. Is that the way you want it?
Well, yesterday I just took the day to be with my family. I have 3 boys, and they were striving for mom's attention, so I didn't do any type of researching. I will give them throughout the week. I'll do my due diligence as a coach and research what I can, call coaches, and then I will inform them come Friday what we need to pay attention to.
Yeah, I'm sure you probably want to know who their best player is.
That's definitely helpful.
Now, if you could pick one key that will lead you to victory, what would it be?
Putting the ball in the back of the net. Doing that is such a trying feat in this game of soccer. You see so many games that are just 1-0, and whoever can get the ball in the back of the net first seems to come out on top. So that, and then just passion in battling. They need to battle. They need to fight in order for us to get a win this weekend.
Did you ever, if you can think back to the regular season, was there ever a match or anything and you kind of realized, hey, this team's pretty good. They might be able to make a run?
Actually, we, at the last minute, scheduled Carroll. At the beginning of our season, we had played Huntington North. There was a lot of rain at the beginning of the season, so a lot of games got canceled. And we wanted to try and get another game in before we played Homestead on a Saturday. And we ended up getting Carroll, and we knew Carroll was very strong. And I said, well, it'll be a good test to see how we would do against Homestead, because Homestead's always a huge rival against Canterbury. And when we came out and lost 1-0 and had a scoring opportunity with 20 seconds left on the clock to tie the game, that's when I knew, wow, we've got something special here.
So even in a loss?
Even in a loss. Oh, they played out of their minds. It was fun to watch.
Now, you talked a little bit about the history of Canterbury in soccer and state championships. So what does it mean to have a chance to bring home the first ever girls soccer state title?
I'm just in awe. Ken Harkenreiter and I go way back. Ken was my sister's coach. And am friends with a lot of the girls who played soccer here at Canterbury. And to be able to be the one to potentially bring back a state championship for those girls who worked just as hard as these kids did, but just didn't get there. And for Ken, it means the world to me. To be able to hand him the trophy will just be amazing.